The sky was dark, and the wind howled through the valley. A young boy stood at the base of Mount Solace, staring up at its towering peak. His breath was heavy, but his eyes burned with determination. Many have looked at this mountain and turned away. They said it was impossible. But one boy refused to listen. This is the story of Liam, the boy who kept climbing. In a quiet village at the foot of the mountain, the townspeople gathered around a fire, speaking in hushed tones. "No one has ever reached the top," one villager said, shaking his head. "The storms are too strong." "And that boy," another scoffed, glancing at Liam. "He wouldn't last a day up there." Liam sat nearby, staring at the peak in the distance. Their words did not shake him. If anything, they only strengthened his resolve. The next morning, before the sun had risen, Liam laced up his boots and packed a small bag. His mother stood at the doorway, concern written all over her face. "Why must you do this, Liam?" she asked softly. Liam looked back at her, a determined smile on his face. "Because I need to know if I can." With steady steps, Liam began his journey up the rocky path. The air grew thinner, the wind colder, but he pressed on. By nightfall, he sat by a small fire, exhaustion creeping in. The summit still seemed impossibly far. Doubt whispered in his mind. Maybe they were right. Maybe he was too weak. But then, a memory surfaced, his father's voice, strong and unwavering. "Every step forward, no matter how small, is still progress." Liam clenched his fists. He could not stop now. He stood, brushed the snow from his shoulders, and continued climbing. A storm rolled in. The wind screamed. Snow lashed against Liam's face. He pushed forward, but with each step, the mountain fought back. Then, crack! The ice beneath him shattered. He tumbled down, hitting jagged rocks before landing hard in the snow. His body ached. His breath came in ragged gasps. For the first time, he considered giving up. Maybe this was where it ended. Then, a voice, soft but firm, cut through the silence. "You only fail when you stop climbing." Liam turned his head. An old climber stood nearby, leaning on a staff, his eyes wise and knowing. "It's not about strength," the old man said. "It's not about talent. It's about one thing, persistence." Liam closed his eyes, let the words sink in, and then, with a deep breath, he forced himself up. His legs trembled, his body screamed in protest, but he took a step. Then another. And another. The storm passed. Dawn painted the sky in soft hues of gold. Liam, battered and exhausted, took his final steps. The peak was within reach. His heart pounded. With one last push, he pulled himself up, and finally, he stood at the summit. The world stretched out below him, endless and breathtaking. A wave of emotion washed over him. He had done it. At that moment, he realized. It was never just about reaching the top. It was about proving to himself that he could. Back in the village, people gasped as Liam walked through the streets, his face weathered but victorious. He did it, one villager whispered. "Maybe we were wrong," another admitted. Liam only smiled. He didn't climb the mountain for their approval. He did it to prove something to himself. Most people give up when things get hard. But the ones who keep going, they're the ones who change the world. So tell me, when life gets tough, will you keep climbing?